As the famous First Lady Imelda Romualdez Marcos said, "What makes a home? Love."
What makes love? A good, true, and wonderful. What makes a good, true, and wonderful? Culture.
French culture.
French identity.
France is renowned for fashion. I am Cherishtone Busto,
And I'm Jemina Guinto, and this is
TED Talk, featuring French fashion culture. To keep our discussion on track, we divided the French culture into 4 categories. The first one, history. The second one is the French way of dressing. The third one are the well-known French brand. And the fourth one is the do's and don'ts in French fashion. So without further ado, let us begin with its history. France, Paris in particular, has been the fashion capital of the world, for it is home to numerous high-end fashion houses, including Chanel, Christian Dior, Hermes, and Louis Vuitton. The French business, both stylistically and technically creative, stretches back to 17th century, and it is safe to say that the French owe their stylish style to King Louis XIV, or the Sun King, who reigned from 1643 to 1750.
Did you know that he established his own fashion statement with extravagant shoes, gems, perfumes, wigs, and even cosmetics during his 72-year reign? This was unusual for the typical man, but this king was far from typical. Before then, French aristocrats had to import their clothing from Spain. Their tapestries were purchased in Brussels, lace and mirrors in Venice, and silk in Milan. They didn't have much of a choice though, because France couldn't produce luxury items of similar quality and lacked the political, economic, and social cultural strength to dictate fashion to other countries. From Italy to the Netherlands, French design began to become main political and economic force in Europe. French was then the new black.
And also, Louis considered that luxury was required not just for the country's economic well-being, but also for the monarch's prestige and existence. His influence may be seen in current France's attitude toward fashion. It is not frivolous or inconsequential industry, but rather one that is closely connected to the country's economic health and national identity.
Evidently, French people evolved its own fashion culture. That's why Paris is recognized as the fashion capital of the world. At this point, we'll show you how the French dress in each of the 4 seasons. The first on our list is spring fashion in France. Paris provides a lot of street style inspirations for stylish and distinctive clothes during this season. French coats, blazers, striped shirts, and cardigans. Generally, warm neutrals in the spring outfit for women.
While fashion tips for women are abundant and all-encompassing, it can be tad bit difficult for men to find their fashion statements. Authentic Parisian style is about feeling confident in whatever you wear, not simply about clothes and accessories. Button down, light sweater, light blazers, scarves, and a pair of jeans are some of the items you'll find in every French man's spring wardrobe.
Parisian summer and spring fashion is simple, sleek, and gorgeous, as evidenced by their motto: less is more. A little black dress is a must-have in every summer collection. Classic colors like navy, white, and red, as well as earth tones like tan and rust, are very popular among French women. They always prefer classic patterns like polka dots, gingham, and simple florals when it comes to prints.
French guys, on the other hand, have an undeniable mastery of elegance in their own style. Summer in France usually involves lighter fabrics, mainly linen, and a fit that keeps you cool. Summer in France does not contain shorts. Shorts are rarely seen in Paris. They are most commonly seen at the beach. Basically, shorts are the first major sign that you are a tourist.
France is exquisite in any season, but early October is especially lovely because it's autumn. Light layers such as fine knits and long-sleeve shirts, wearing over loose blouses, or layering a turtleneck between a dress are some outfit combinations for women during those in-between weather periods, producing the ideal fall style.
Layering is a major wardrobe staple for fall men's fashion. Whether it's a button-down shirt beneath the classic cardigan or a cashmere sweater under a trench coat. A Parisian, in fact, is the master of layering. Layering may create a timeless statement for any situation with the proper balance of color, texture, and fabric.
Winter fashion in Paris revolves around accessories, from hats and gloves to scarves and wraps. Accessorizing makes them look like $1,000,000, no matter how cold and dark it gets. Actually, French women choose among these options on what they will wear during the winter season.
The French winter style is all about finding the right balance between looking dressed up and staying warm. Here's an example of complete French get-up during this season. Warm winter coat, a good pair of black or dark skinny jeans, and a leather sneakers. Their styles are more than just show-shoveling outfits.
In addition to French fashion, throughout the 4 seasons, here are some of their nighttime ensembles. For street-side ambassadors, a loose cami, straight-leg jeans, or midi heels is a popular evening ensemble among French women. When it comes to formal dinner plans, LBDs or little black dresses have long been a staple of French fashion. For a classic and timeless look, wear it with simple heels and a matching purse. For concerts and cabarets, the unspoken norm is a smart casual. Anything from the simple dress and blazers, a skirt or slacks, or even clean-out jeans and a blouse are absolutely fine.
During social meetings, however, French people dress appropriately, with males wearing a blazer and tie for informal parties, and a tuxedo and evening gown for formal ones. The most well-known item of traditional French apparel is the beret. But there are others, each of which is unique to a certain region of France.
In street fashion, French ladies aim to appear feminine, but not overly seductive or lavish. The easiest way to define their goal is to continuously appear fresh. On the streets, jeans and shoes are acceptable casual attire. However, they are often saved for the gym or the beach. Casual Fridays are becoming more popular in businesses, with employees wearing jeans and sneakers on occasions, except for business meetings when formal clothing is required.
Every clothing-loving girl wants to be a fashion designer of highest quality.
They'd probably want to create a new pair of jeans, a couple of nightgowns, or a dress for me and a top for you. That is exactly what some French people did. So with that, Here are some of the designers from France.
First in our list is Chanel, with the famous tagline, "I don't do fashion, I am fashion." Gabrielle Bonheur Coco Chanel is the creator and namesake of the Chanel fashion house. She is credited for popularizing athletic casual chic as a feminine standard of style in the post-World War I era. She is the sole fashion designer in Time magazine's list of the 100 century's most influential people. Chanel, a renowned fashion designer, devised her famous interlocked CC monogram, which has been used since 1920s. And her distinctive smell, Chanel No. 5, has become an iconic product.
Another one is Christian Dior, who is known for possessing an architect's eye and is known for the phrase, "Happiness is the secret of all beauty. There are no beauty without happiness," referring to his hallmark design, which includes clean line, geometric forms, and voluminous skirts. He'd use belts to emphasize the waist, pleats to create an hourglass figure, and tucks to emphasize curves. His designs were always centered on generating a sense of luxury by balancing fabric and cut.
Then there's Hermes. With its famous slogan, "We don't have a policy of image, we have policy of product." Hermes International was founded by Thierry Hermes, who also holds the title of fashion house designer. Many bags currently have the Hermes zipper, which was first introduced in 1920. Hermes International introduced numerous classics in 1930s, including the huge crocodile handbag known as the Kelly, which named after Grace Kelly.
Fourth is Cartier, as the jeweler of kings and the king of jewelers. Cartier International SNC, or just Cartier, is a French luxury goods company founded by Louis-François Cartier in 1847. It is considered one of the world's most prominent jewelry producers, and the brand looks to be constantly rising in Forbes' most valuable brands list as of 2021. And it continues by the mantra, "Never imitate, always innovate."
Another well-known brand is the Givenchy, which is famed for claiming that women's clothing should follow their figure, not the other way around. Givenchy was created in 1952 by Count Hubert James Marcel Taffin de Givenchy, a French nobleman and fashion designer. Bright, lively colors and young femininity define Givenchy's aesthetic. In order to complement feminine attractiveness, Givenchy's scent has continued to promote elegance and assertiveness. Hey there, partner.
Hey partner,
Can you name another famous brands in France?
of course, there's Yves Saint Laurent,
Also, there's Louis Vuitton.
and there's L'Oréal.
And can you name the oldest brand in France, partner?
Name it, partner?
It's called Lanvin. So see, France really is the fashion capital of the world.
You will almost certainly not run out of names for French fashion brands if you try. Fashion is everywhere in France, and it seems to never cease. The final topic is French fashion's do's and don'ts. There are 5 main rules for pulling off the Parisian style. First, keep it classic and stick to the basics. The rules that have a touch of classic and timeless beauty, as you will look simple but elegant. 2. Choose quality over quantity. French people invest on quality pieces. Spend your money towards better quality clothes that you can wear for years to come. Third, styling. Less is more. When it comes to layering or putting an outfit together, they tend to be minimalist. Be simple yet elegant looking.
The fourth one on our list is don't overlook details. Just because you are working with the basics doesn't mean you have to be boring. Consider juxtapose, creating an interesting outfits and unexpected combinations. Always wear a belt. Don't underestimate the power of the belt to accessorize, as it will give you more body shape. Last on our list is number 5. It's all about being effortless. Parisians never look like they are trying too hard with their outfits. Confidence is the key. Never leave your house feeling unsure.
own it.
In comparison to other countries, a country's culture is an important aspect of its identity. Every country have its own culture, which it strives to preserve and practice until God knows when. Since the lengthy reign of the Sun King, the French people have loved and cherished their fashion culture. French fashion has become such an important component of France's economy and society that it has been dubbed the fashion capital of the world.
French people don't just do fashion for the sake of joining the bandwagon. Instead, they put great consideration in the type of events that they are attending and also in the current season of their country. Some may not agree with how the French people dress. It exudes extravagance. However, we can just hide the fact that this is a big factor in their culture and identity.
In French fashion, the most important factor is the comfort that they feel with every piece of clothing that they are wearing. For them, a simple, elegant, and minimalist look would be better than being overdressed and being overly accessorized. And if you ever plan to pull off the Parisian style, just always bear in mind that for French fashion, confidence is the key. Wear what's comfortable for you and be sure to own your style. Again, I'm Jemina Guinto,
And I am Cherishtone Busto.
and this is
TED Talk!